Hi, welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sipsky, your host. In this video, I'll be showing you how to convert this spotlight that's using lead acid battery into a spotlight that's using lithium-ion battery. Now, if you look at these two batteries, you can see that the lead acid battery is much bigger than the lithium-ion. In fact, it's about 16 times more heavier than this lithium-ion battery. This is an 18650 battery that's found in laptop computers. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We want to be able to make a very light spotlight that works using the lithium ions. So let's get started. Alright, before I show you how I go about and taking it apart and then incorporate this lithium-ion battery, I want to tell you a few things. The first thing, of course, the original battery, the lead acid battery, is 6 volt. This is a 3.7 volt, which can reach about 4.2 volt, right, when we fully charge it. Now notice that it's very small and compact, and for me anyway, I actually end up putting it outside, so it's easier for me to just take it out and put it back in when I want to use it. Now, when you're charging this lithium-ion battery, you need to buy a special charger, a lithium-ion charger. It's like, I think you can get it online for around $4 or $5. I can't remember exactly. So you will be able to then recharge it and use it again. Now, if you want more brighter spotlight, like this is okay, this is not too bad. Let's say you want a very bright spotlight, then you might want to upgrade it to a bigger lithium-ion battery. This is a 7.4 volt, 4 amp hour battery. So basically it's a lithium-ion but connect in parallel and series. So two are connected in parallel, and then the other two is then connected in series. So you get 4 lithium-ion battery like this one, and you end up getting 7.4 volt. And when you connect it, it's very bright, even brighter than the original 6 volt battery. But just be careful though, when you put more current into this halogen or filament type of light bulb, it will wear down your light bulb. So that's why I'd rather use a smaller lithium-ion battery, because even though it's not as bright, it will last longer, so the filaments won't burn out so easily. Okay, but if you decided to do that, you can just hook up a 7.4 volt, 4 amp lithium-ion battery. Now to charge this battery, you have to use a Sony battery charger, so just make sure you know what you're doing, because this is a bit more complicated. You would have to get a Sony charger, okay, to do that. Anyway, let me show you now how I go about taking it apart and just taking out the current circuit and then just rewire directly to the halogen light bulb. Alright, before we begin, let me list out what we need to do this project. So you need a 18 gauge wire. It's pretty thick, right? About this long, okay? And of course, screwdriver to unscrew the screw here of the spotlight, and of course the battery holder. This is a lithium-ion battery holder that I just found in my box of recyclable stuff, right? So what I'm going to do is use a hot glue to glue it on the side like that. Okay, so it'll look something like this. This is already done, this one here that I did. Right, you can see we need to wire inside, remove some of the component in there, and then clip the 2 terminal to the battery itself like that. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Let me right now show you, and I'm going to speed up the video as well so I don't waste your time. So let's do that quickly. Let me remove this plastic part of the spotlight. Okay, and let's unscrew this. Okay, so now quickly take out the handles. There we go. You can see the battery, the 6 volt battery. I think it's dead. Let me just quickly check using my voltmeter. If I take out terminal, and if you look at the voltage, see if you can see this voltage here. I think it definitely did. Let me see. Yeah, it's around 4.2, 4.3. Yeah, it normally should be at least 6. Okay, I think 6.5-ish. Let me see what's yeah, 6.8 to 6.9 is it's on standby use, but this is definitely below the voltage, and so definitely there's no usable power that can deliver to this halogen spotlight. Okay, so let's remove that. The next thing you want to be able to do is, okay, we want to take this circuit out here. Okay, we're going to wire directly to the filament light bulb, right? So let's remove this circuit. We can use this circuit for other projects in the future. So I'm not going to throw the circuit away because this circuit allows me to, for example, charge a 12-volt battery or 6-volt battery. Notice this black and white wire is connected to this button switch. So we're going to remove circuit here. So I need to cut it somewhere here. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so that wire there. Yeah, so this black wire here needs to be cut off. Let's see about here, there. Okay, so now we have a circuit we can use for later projects. This is a 12-volt charger for lead acid battery. You can use that, and it can be used to power other devices as well, but at low current. Okay, so we'll keep that for later use. Okay, so now we have these terminal to the light bulb. Okay, it doesn't really matter how you're going to connect it because this is a filament light bulb. You can mix up the positive and negative, it's still okay. Whereas LED light, you cannot do that because it's just one direction. So here I'm not too worried. I'm just going to hook it up. Now, what I want to be able to do is to be able to turn on based on pressing the button, right? The switch button here. So I got to make sure that when I connect them, okay, so it's going to be like, say, from here to here, we have a connection to the switch, button switch, to the one of the terminal, and then the other one, we will hook it up to this long 18 gauge wire. Okay, so let me show you right now. This is going outside, and we can, now I could solder it in here, but I'm just going to tape it. Alright, so we're going to wire this 18 gauge to one of the terminal of the light bulb, and then on the other side of the wire, we are going to connect this 18 gauge wire, okay, to this black terminal here. Okay. Part of the wire switch. Okay, so that's what it looks like here. Like that. Usually I would solder in, and then I would then tape. Okay, but for now I'm just gonna speed the video up. So the next thing is I have these two terminals. You can see here. This is where I'm gonna connect my clipper. Where is it? Yeah, so these clips, and I'm just gonna put it in like that, and then now it will look something like this from outside. So I need to drill a hole to bring it out, the wire out, and then I can clip it to the lithium-ion batteries. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Now before I do that, I make sure that I close the circuit by connecting the the red terminal to the other end of the filament light bulb. Okay, it's good. Now just make sure you test it before you close this spotlight. So let me just test quickly using my battery. Just grab one of these right here. Okay, so making sure it actually worked, I'm going to connect it to negative and positive terminal on my battery. Okay, like that. And press the button, and it's working. Yep, you can see There, see that? It works. So now you know it works. And it's quite simple, the circuit. It's basically connecting the battery to the switch and then to the light bulb. So you activate by pressing the switch, the button switch, and it should turn on the light bulb as long as there's battery, right? Lithium-ion battery. And it works really well. Wow, cool. Okay, so let's do that. Now let's put on the clipper. Alright, so I got the two clips on to the wires. Let's test it one more time. Clip one side to one end of the battery and then the other. Okay, like that. And then press the button. Voila, it worked. Cool. Okay, so now we need to arrange the wires such that, I think the wire's a bit long. I should have made it shorter, but that's all right. Okay. Anyway. If I close this, what does it look like? Maybe we'll see. Well, depending on where I want to put my battery holder, if I put it here, right, I could just, yeah, there we go. That worked. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we could put it here. Also, make sure that you test the button. Make sure it's able to click normally. Okay, and then it will also bounce back. So yeah, so that works okay. And just wire it properly now. Okay, let's screw it all in. Plastic part of the spotlight. Okay, so it looks something like that, right? And then again, test to make sure there's no loose wire. It should work perfectly now. There we go, it works. Okay. Next step is I'm going to hot glue this here. Doesn't really matter, I could do it here as well. Something like that. Okay. That should do it. Alright, so it's finished now. Now notice I connected to my 7.4 volt 4 amp battery, this lithium ion, 4 of them connected together. Definitely more powerful than that single one here. It's definitely brighter than the 6 volt lead acid battery that I had before. Look at this. Wow, it's really bright. Of course, I would not use this often because it will wear down my halogen filament light bulb. I'd rather actually use this instead if I don't need it that bright, but if I do, this is good. It works well. Okay, very bright. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a little heart of appreciation. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.